Hey, welcome, this is Eclectic. This is my first video and I'm going to be talking about it. What I'm doing is I'm just fusioning Eevee and Mimikyu. So basically what I'm going to be doing is talking about my process and how everything is going. So originally what I was doing was trying to make a circle, but I kept forgetting to make the line. So that's what I started to do. So right now I'm making the ears and the body, and I figured out that's not working right. So I try to make a body, and then I figured out it's not working, so I try and do more of a 3D scale with trying to figure out the proportions, which I'm not really good at, as you'll see. So I'm making the legs, and I'm trying to do more 3D aspects and making everything better. And right now it's turning out to look more like a rat because I just didn't do anything yet. And what I'm trying to do with the neck right now is I'm trying to make the Eevee's neck scruff thing. So it's just not going out, and I'm gonna attempt it like I am right now a bunch of times. If it wasn't obvious, that I'm recording after and I'm watching it at the same time. And I need to thank Opal. Her Twitter is Opal's Moonchild. And I asked her because she is sort of my friend, but she's more of an acquaintance from a political thing that I used to do in a few years back. So what I'm doing is I added the more of a Mimikyu Pikachu tail added with the Eevee. I did the uwu just like how the Mimikyu looks. I'm basically, instead of combining and making a Mimikyu Eevee, I am combining the two things that really define Mimikyu and Eevee. And I really like the ghost shirt that I gave the Eevee. I still don't know what if it's it's a combination of both. And my wife really thinks it's creepy. She does not like Mimikyu. It's just too creepy for her, and she really does like creepy stuff. And hopefully, yeah. Right now I am redrawing the whole thing so that it's not so scribbly, because although I do like the scribbly more, it makes it harder to actually focus on what I need to do. And yeah, I just think it's a nice costume that I put her in. So right now I'm like I said, I'm just redrawing everything. I added a scruff for her neck because it just didn't look right. And I redrew her eyes because it was too thick lines for her. So I just did them a little bit more wavily. And really right now I'm just trying to draw everything better than what it was before. And I have a hard time trying to think of it. Yeah, I'm really liking how everything went out and how everything is turning. If I did this again, I would probably make the ear a little bit more symmetrical with each other. Right now, the left one looks a little bit too big. But like I said, my proportions are off, and I'm just restarting after quite a bit of time doing art and not doing it. Right now I am doing a palette show so that I can see what kind of palette I should be using. I do almost fully use Mimikyu's full art, but not really Eevee's. I use it at first and then I don't like it. Something that's going on that you'll notice that with my screen, sometimes when I zoom in, nothing really goes. And I don't know why it does that, but just moving the screen makes it function again. But now I'm coloring, and I'm using the Mimikyu colors to do this. And I'm trying to figure out the shading and that's why I'm drawing the sun, to show the shading and trying to get myself to imagine what it should look like. I kind of do a good job. I like the scraggly shadow bits. I might change that, but I'm also very fond of it. I might do that more in the future, but I'm not sure. I didn't like how the how the light part was working there, so I changed it to something lighter. And now I'm working on the Eevee part of the skin, the fur. And I zoom in and I try to make sure everything is good, that nothing goes beyond the lines, but it still happens anyway. I'm not perfect at coloring, but it's trial and error trying to get things right. And this is about 4,459 times sped up. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this, and this is gonna be what this channel may be about. A lot of art things. I've been enjoying doing the Pokemon art lately, the fusions. But ultimately, I'm very much enjoying this. Now I'm just shading everything and making sure that, again, the sun is going at the right place. And I really like that I did the sun. And a few times I had to re-change how the sun was looking. Now let me ask you, if you were doing this, what would you be doing if you were fusing Eevee and a Mimikyu? I usually try to use the most simple shapes, but sometimes the more complex ones are better suited. But I usually go for the simpler shapes. I was originally going to do a Eevee Mimikyu, but then I saw, there's a lot of that going on, so I just fused what these two would look like. Hopefully everything in this audio actually pans out, because I just noticed that I'm at 9:42 and in the video I'm at 7:30, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. It might take me a little bit longer, but I'm just gonna be sitting with my wife watching TV, enjoying the last bits of sanity for these last 2 months. And I just hope everything goes alright. I'm just gonna relax. I'm not gonna hurt myself trying to figure everything out. But at this point, I was asking my wife, what should I color these? I didn't know what I wanted them to be. I wanted them to be Eevee Scruffs, but I just didn't know. But then she eventually told me, just make them yellow. And I thought, oh, okay. So I wanted to try and make them more Pikachu colored, because this is partially what Mimikyu is doing. It's trying to mimic Pikachu. I don't know why I put rings, but I really like them. I really like what I did with everything. I could have done things a bit better, but once again, you live, you learn, and I'll try better next time. But ultimately, I love what I've done. I'll just leave the rest of this with whatever music I choose. Now, I know right here it should be Mimikyu, K-Y-U. And I had to look it up, and I messed it up. At the end, you'll see everything. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you in the next one.